Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. Today we are going to be talking about a brand new product that was recently released by Realty One Group called Creative Studio. I'm super excited about this product because a lot of you guys like to use me for a bunch of your design work, and I love doing that, but I think a lot of the times you guys kind of want to get your hands dirty and do your own design work, and I think this is a great beginner step for working towards design, and before you have to start from scratch, you have these nice templates that are readily available and super customizable for you guys to use. So I think this will be a really good stepping stone for those of you that want to start doing your own design work, but maybe don't really know how to get into it. So I'm really excited to show you guys this platform today, and I'm just going to share my screen and we'll just jump right in. Everyone can see my screen okay?
Yep.
Great. So you'll see right now that I'm in our one login page and I'm under your apps and everything, but if you scroll down just a little bit, you're going to see this One Design Creative Studio. That's what you're going to click on, and that's going to open you to your dashboard here. Once you start designing, this will not be empty. It will show you all of the designs that you have created, but for right now, I haven't saved anything, so my design folder is empty. So we're just gonna jump right in, and I'm gonna show you the very first step that you guys should be taking, and that is making sure all of your account information is correct. So you'll see that I've clicked on my little profile icon up here, and I'm just gonna click on account information. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through this, make sure that my title is right. A lot of you guys might want to put something like licensed broker at ROGTK. That's probably going to be your best bet because you'll see that a lot of this information is going to pull directly into your designs. Also make sure you have things like your email, where you're licensed. If you want to put your license number, you'll see I just put my lag number in there for the time being, but you guys might want to put a license number just in case anybody wants to look you up. That's not required, but you can definitely put as much information as you want in there. Definitely a good idea to have your phone number and the address that you're working out of. Another thing that you'll want to check is make sure that you have a nice headshot of yourself in here and that your profile is completely updated and that headshot is updated. And then if you have a personal logo that you use, you can go ahead and upload that here, but it will require that you upload an office logo. So make sure you are using our affiliate logo, and just in case you guys need a refresher on how to find that affiliate logo, you can find that in our branding website under affiliates, and then just by typing in turnkey, click enter, and then you'll be able to download the logo kit here. So make sure you upload that, and once all of that is complete, then you guys are ready to start designing. So I'm just gonna start with, one thing I forgot on here is there's another really cool feature about this called partners. So if you click on partners, you can add a new partner. And when you are co-listing with someone, it will automatically pull your partner's information as well. So I'm going to use Isaac as an example. So I'm just going to put in all of Isaac's information, broker. I'll put in his email. His office phone is going to be the same as mine, but that's okay. I don't know Isaac's phone number off the top of my head, so we'll just use mine. And you can put in his website here if you wanted to, and you can also put in the branch name. And you can include his website if you wanted to as well. You'll also want to put in a headshot for your partner. Again, I don't have a headshot for Isaac, and you'll want to put an office logo. So it probably won't let me save it because the office logo can't be blank. So real quick, I will just go ahead and upload the office logo. And we'll see if it lets me move on. Perfect. So then you'll see that I have a partner, and that's really good because when I go to create a co-listing flyer, you'll see that Isaac's information will automatically pull. But for right now, we're going to start with just some social media templates. Some of you will have the One Lux stuff available and others won't. So I'm just going to focus on like the main stuff. This Realty One Group digital templates is going to be really great for stuff like Instagram and Facebook. All of these digital templates, unless they're banners of some sort, all of these digital templates are these squares that you'll find on Instagram, so they will fit on any social media platform. So I'm just going to go ahead and start creating, and I'll show you guys how this works. One of the really cool features about this is it's going to link directly with the MLS, and I got permission from Sean to use his listing with Kyle. So I'm just going to go into the MLS. I'm going to copy that MLS number. Oops, got to get this banner out of my way. One sec. There we go. And I'm just going to paste that right in there, and then it will search. It'll find that listing, and it will pull all of the information from the MLS. So price, square footage, bedrooms, and it'll also give the agent name. So right now it's pulling Kyle because he is the first person on there. If you need it to pull Sean as well, make sure that you're using a dual listing template, which are pretty easy to find. And I'll show you guys what that looks like too. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that it's pulled a bunch of listing photos. This one specifically only has one main photo, so we're just going to kind of look for the best one. It's usually going to be the front of the house, but you can always select multiple photos and see how they turn out, and just kind of play around with it a little bit and see if you like that. And then you'll click this little box that says please confirm, and you will click create. Now this step takes a little while because it's pulling all of that information onto the template, but you'll see once we're in there, it will kind of populate everything. So it's already populated the address. It has my DBA in there. And the only thing it looks like it doesn't pull automatically is that picture, but that is super easy to replace. So all you're going to do is click on that picture, and you're going to come on over to images. And you'll see that at the bottom, it's going to have those listing photos that I selected. So then you go ahead and click on the photo to replace it. One thing I should warn you about is you can see this image is kind of grainy. The reason for that is because sometimes when the MLS uploads photos onto their system, it compresses them and makes them just a smaller file type. So the other option for you is to go to images and just to upload the pictures individually. That might be your best way to just get around it, just to upload those professional photos. And then I can always change the text. So if I want to say like new listing or something like that, I can put that in there. And you'll notice, and I kind of am showing this now, is I can't click on this just for some reason. That's something that I've been running into, and I can't click on my DBA logo. So sometimes I don't necessarily want that DBA logo. Maybe I want to make it a little bigger, but I can't click on it or adjust anything. So all I'm going to do is come over to this Layers tab. I'm going to find the DBA logo and click the Unlock button. And now I have the ability to make that bigger, to move it around, and all that good stuff. The other thing that I'm noticing is I can't click on that just, and you'll see that that just is, I can't click on it because it's locked. After I unlock it, I can change it. So if I wanted to do just listed instead, so this is an image, so you won't be able to actually mess with it too much. You can't change it, but I can change it to do something like this, and I can change these colors as well. You'll also kind of see that this has a gray box. You can always upload a different logo if you wanted to, or however you guys want to do it, but it's a really good step. A lot of the stuff is already in there. I think the only thing that you guys might need to adjust a little bit is the logo, because as you saw, it kind of was very small when we put it in there. So I wanted to make it a little bigger, but just remember, look for it in the Layers tab first. And then if you can't find it in there, maybe just move on to a different template, or you can reach out to me and ask for help, and I'm happy to help you guys with this as well. A good rule of thumb is sometimes you want to select multiple text boxes or elements at the same time. If you've used Canva before, you will know that holding Shift allows you to select multiple elements. This is a little different of a platform, so you're actually going to hold that Command or Control key, and that'll allow you to select multiple elements. Under this Format tab, you'll be able to go and align objects. So if for some reason I wanted it aligned to the right, I can do it that way. And you'll also see that we have these nice purple lines that are kind of helping us line everything up. All right. I'm just going to close this one out, and we're going to move on to a completely different template. I also wanted to show you guys, because Sean and Kyle have a new listing together, I think this is perfect for showing you guys like the dual templates. So if you want to do the Realty One Group print templates and you go under One Flyers, you will see that most of them are single listing flyers, but if you look hard enough, you can find a double agent. So I'm going to go ahead and click that design. I can select my partner from down here and it will automatically pull his information. Or I can just go to property search and type in that same MLS number. It'll pull up and it'll show both Kyle, and it should also pull Sean. So we'll see if that also works. Again, I'm going to select the images that I want, just selecting a few random images here and click create. It's a really good idea to just set up your partners or just to add a new partner when you're co-listing with someone, because then you'll be able to automatically pull their information. Because it's automatically pulling mine, but I guess it doesn't actually pull the listing agent themselves. It just tells you who the listing agent is.
I was going to say, that's a nice picture of me.
Yeah. So let's try pulling, just so I can show you guys how this works. I'm just going to go back to that same flyer, and I'm going to create with my partner, Isaac, and we'll pull that same MLS information. Go down, select a few pictures that you like, and click create. And then once we have the partner selected, it should automatically pull my information because that's what's set up in my account, and it should pull Isaac's as well. So let's see here, and boom, there we go. You can see that Isaac Schaefer is down here. We don't have his license number, but it does pull his email, and it does pull his quote unquote phone number. So some of the things you'll notice is this is looking a little messy because it's a long description and there's not a ton of space for it. And this address is also super long, but it's not pulling. So sometimes just doing simple things like this and making it just look that much better. I don't think we necessarily need the address in here twice, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that. And then I can move this up and kind of play with it to make it fit maybe a little better. Maybe pull this back down, hit my Command key so I can bring this down together and maybe increase this a little bit, just to make it look just a little nicer. Okay. We'll put in new listing. And I'm just going to go ahead and remove the neighborhood. I'm going to align this a little differently. Pretty simple stuff that you guys can do to make this just stand out a little more and like be completely branded to you, which I think is pretty cool. So another thing you'll notice is that logo didn't pull. So again, I'm going to go into layers and I'm going to unlock the DBA logo. If I can just find it, there seems to be a bunch here. Oh, there we go. Unlock that, and then I'm going to go ahead and upload a different logo. One thing I have noticed about this platform is that you can't actually click delete or backspace. You have to use this little trash can icon to remove things. And something that's really cool about this is you'll see this little red line. It's kind of hard to see in the black, but if you look on this white section, you'll see this red line. That's actually your bleed mark. So don't design outside of those red lines. For printing purposes, this red line is going to be kind of your safety net. So as long as your elements are inside those red lines, that's going to help a lot. And something I hope that you guys have noticed is that it did pull all of the information from Sean's listing into this little box here, which is pretty cool. All right. And then also you're going to want to hit save, but you can also directly print with Express Docs from this, or you can download it in, they say multiple different formats. Yeah, okay, so they did fix that. It was just PNG and JPEG before, but it looks like they've got some PDF proofs, a PDF standard, and a PDF print. So there's a couple of different ways you can download it, and you can also share it directly to Facebook and LinkedIn. You can send it in an email, or you can use a different platform. Okay, so we've kind of talked about how to change up some templates and how to like kind of make them your own, but I want to show you guys how to like really change a template and make it completely your own. So I'm just going to go into, let's see, let's find a nice template. Okay, we'll just use this one because I'm totally going to change it anyways. I'm not going to add an MLS because we're going to change it to Dog Day. Dog Day just passed, National Dog Day. And I love dogs, unlike Isaac. So I'm going to hit my Command key and just delete some of this stuff. You'll see that some of this stuff I can't actually touch right now because it's not unlocked in my layers. And if you click on these, you can see which element you're messing with. So just go ahead and unlock those. And I'll keep that, and we'll see. It looks like this one can't be undone. You'll see that there's some things that they just won't allow you to edit, and that's fine. And then I believe this image should be this one. So perfect. Now what I'm going to do is type in dog because this is actually going to be a ton of copyright-free images that have been uploaded and you may use free of charge. So I like this dog, so I'm going to use that. And we'll see, yep, perfect. I'm going to move him wherever I think is good. And then I'm going to add my own elements. So I'm going to go ahead and type Happy Dog Day in this text box, and it'll add the text. And then I can align it however I want. Down here, I can change the font and the color. I can make this bigger. You know, really whatever you want to do. There has to be a way to get this one logo out of the way. Are you it? Nope, that wasn't it. So I'm just going to Command Z that. I don't know why that one logo is like the one thing I can't edit on here, but that's okay. So then we'll just do, you know, Happy Dog Day. And I can also put like a drop shadow on it and change where I want that drop shadow to be. Sometimes that makes your text a little more legible. And then you can have like a completely different post. So you guys saw how it started and how it's ending now. Obviously, if I had a little bit more time with this, it would look a little better, but that's okay. So that is just like a couple of things just to get you started. You could always change the background. You can always upload images. Let's see, they also do have Realty One Group assets. So these are a bunch of backgrounds and Realty One Group approved things that you guys can use. So if I wanted a different background instead of this dog, I could, you know, do this instead and like go through and edit it to make it look, to make it actually part of my background. It's just the image is a different size right now. So, but you can definitely edit it however you want. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Oh, if you wanted to change, so if I wanted to do, you know, Happy Dog Day or anything like that, I can. But if I wanted to change, you know, font sizes, that's all right here. Under format, you'll find the line and letter spacing. So if I wanted to make my line or my letter spacing just super big, then I can. to make it look, and then maybe I want to increase this, make it look a little nicer. Maybe put that up there. And then I'm going to move, sorry, trying to grab this picture here. Maybe I want to move that, and then I want to change the background to black so it doesn't look like the picture is ending. Put my overlay back, and Happy Dog Day up front. And then you have a completely different post. So that's kind of how you're going to go about creating a completely new design. One of the things I have noticed about this platform is that when you're creating something, sometimes, let me see if I can't find one. Let's try Postcards, actually. I think I saw it in Postcards before. Sometimes you'll see on the Postcards that when you go to create a design, it will have the Realtor logo on it. Be very, very careful about the Realtor logo, and you can see that's right there. Be really careful about that because I couldn't find it in the in your layers, like I couldn't actually delete it. So that was something that I ran into that problem. So just be really careful. If you see the Realtor logo, especially on a design like this where you have all this white space, there is one super easy way to fix it. You just go to your images and you click on New Standard Shape. This is how I fixed it before because there was no good way to actually delete it. So I'm just going to make a small little box. I'm going to put it over the Realtor logo without blocking my new housing or my equal housing opportunity logo, and I'm going to make it white, and boom, it's gone. So that's how I did that. I know it sounds kind of weird, but it's going to print the exact same. And that way you guys won't get fined for having the Realtor logo on there because we are brokers. So that's an important thing as well. Okay, I think I've kind of ran over everything I wanted to touch on. So do you guys have any questions? All right. And I'll just, let's see, real quick, I will go ahead and save a template for you guys so you can see what your dashboard is going to look like. So if I wanted to do this open house, we use that same MLS information. Oh, I didn't click on it. My bad. So we'll just put in our, we can enter it manually always. So North I Street. All right, so let's say I just want to come back to this later. All I'm going to do is click this Save button. It's going to say Design Successfully Saved. Once you go back to your dashboard, it'll be right there for you to edit. Another thing you can do is you can duplicate the design. So let's say you wanted to turn that open house, you wanted to keep that one, but then you also wanted to make a new listing using the same template. Go ahead and duplicate that design and then make your edits to it. I strongly suggest duplicating your designs. That's what I do on Canva. I always am copying our previous listing templates or our previous sold posts, just so I have them all on file, just in case I ever need to use them for anything else. So I would definitely suggest going ahead and doing that. You can also rename from here. You can also rename from inside the template. So if you wanted to rename up here, to like a new listing, you can do that as well. Just make sure you're always clicking save. All right. And then the last thing I want to touch on before I just kind of open it up for any questions you guys might have is going down here to this Knowledge Center. So this Knowledge Center is really great because it's going to have your introduction tutorial. It's going to teach you just about everything and answer all of the questions that you guys might have. So if you want to know how to print your designs or how to add different logos, they have a ton of information in here that you might not want to go look for in the one resource guide or the one university. They have like their own Knowledge Center specifically on Creative Studio. So if you guys have questions about how to do something, definitely check out the Knowledge Center. There's a lot of helpful information in there. And if you can't figure it out or you just want a little extra attention on it or just another set of eyes, feel free to come and talk to me or just, shoot me a text or whatever. Another thing I do want to mention is besides just like keeping aware of the realtor logo and checking for that on designs that you make sure that our logo is also within brand standards. So make sure that if you're using our affiliate logo, it's above 1.5 inches in width. And then also make sure that like if you're using just the one logo, that you're only using that on digital templates like for Instagram and Facebook, and you're not using that on like a print marketing material like a flyer. Print marketing materials need to have that full DBA logo on them. And if you have any questions about brand standards or you want a little refresher, not only can you find that on our branding site, but you can also come talk to me or Kim at any time, and we're happy to give you guys a little refresher on that. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Does anyone have questions?
I don't have questions. I just think it's really cool. We've got this feature for people.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it because I am designing from scratch on Canva all the time, and I think that can be a little overwhelming for you guys as agents, because it's like you guys want to focus on your business, which is like 100% understandable. And so it's kind of daunting to have to go, well, now I have to design something completely from scratch. Well, now you don't. You can go straight into our One Design Standard Studio, and most of the designs are already there for you. And all you're going to have to really do is make sure your information pulls correctly and add your own photos, and then you're done. You can post those directly onto your social media pages, and they look great. So, and super professional. So I think you guys are going to really like this.
Yeah, it seems really cool. Thanks for going over it.
Yeah, no problem. And like I said, if you guys have any questions on the platform or about brand standards or anything like that, or just maybe you want some tips for design and stuff, this is what I do day in, day out. So I'm happy to help you guys with any of that. So just reach out and let me know. But in the meantime, that's all for now.
Awesome. Thank you, Rachel.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye.